this point, I just wanted to ask, does anyone have any questions? Does anything like my poetics or like my whole deal? No? Good, okay, moving on. When I sat down earlier, Vanessa was like, you know a lot about fridges. I was like, you know a lot about UFOs. I do actually want to open up to you though. So, this week, last week, actually it all started last week. Last week I worked quite hard. I was working until 8. No, I was working until 7. And then from 7 to 8, I did Spanish class. And then at 8 o'clock, I left my office. I closed the door behind me. That's good practice. And I walked home. It takes 40 minutes to walk home, 36 minutes if you're me. That's true also. And when I got home, there were 2 massive police vans outside my flat. And there were also people in hard hats. That's good. People in hard hats. And I rushed up the stairs because I could hear banging. Also, I had to avoid the pigeon shit. When I got upstairs, the police were in my flat. And they were like, do you know you left your door open? And I was like, yeah, I know. I've lost the key, so I just leave the door open. And they were breaking in, more police were breaking into the flat opposite me. Like,
missed that one.
More police were breaking into the flat opposite me. And I was like, yeah, so I leave my flat door open, I'm not that bothered about it. This also helps that I feel like, so, back before any of this happened, when I first moved into the flat, which was a year and a half ago, my neighbours, after I'd been there for a month, texted me one night. I was watching the boxing with my trainer in his flat, with his girlfriend and him. And they texted me and they were like, do you have any room in your fridge? And I was like, yeah, I've got room in my fridge, but I'm watching the boxing, so it's not going to finish until 1 a.m. So I'll be back at 1 a.m. It takes 40 minutes to walk from my trainers to my place, or 36 if you're me. And so anyway, when I got there, I was like, yeah, come on up. The fridge is there. You can put wherever you want it. I actually, when I texted them, I also said, the door's open. You can just let yourself in and knock yourself out on the fridge. But they were like, no, that's weird. We'll do it when you come back. So they did. And then we worked out that the fridge had never been plugged in since I'd been there, and I'd been there a month. And it was totally empty. And they were like, what do you eat? And I was like, sandwiches and flapjacks. Anyway, that was that. They offered to make me food after that, but they never did. When I got there, they were breaking into the valves of me, and they were like, it's good that you've arrived, because we knew someone was living there. We could tell, because you hung up all the medals from your marathons around the bathroom, and the last one was last weekend. So we knew that someone was here last weekend. And I was like, good detective work. So, they told me I had 45 minutes to get all of my stuff out of the flat as much as I could, because the building was unsafe, it was going at the back and in danger of immediate collapse, imminent collapse. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll get all my stuff, I'm leaving, this is good, right. I left the medals, and I got as much stuff as I could out of my flat, and that's now my thing. I'm like, don't know what I'm doing. I live in my car. Like that, I don't actually live in my car. I will sort something out. For a while, I live in my car. That's the end of that part of the story. I feel like I need to find some way of rounding this up, so I'm going to turn back to the subject of death. I also had 2 funerals this week. So I already told you about the one where my gran was like, that's not the story. I heard, she heard. The one, that was on Friday. The one before was on Thursday. 2 days, it was like a double bill. And I was just saying upstairs that and I've changed my mind about this. You're all invited to my funeral and my 41st birthday party. But when I was upstairs, I was like, you've never been laughed at. You've never improved that. So you can come on the on the Friday. So I was supposed to name the day of my funeral. Anyway, you're invited. There's bowling. You read a poem after each bowl. That's it.